Hi and welcome to this video log with me, Wayne, from swimmingcyclingrunning.com. Well, I don't know any swimmer who doesn't want to improve their tumble turns. And to be perfectly frank, that's hellishly easy in most cases. I'm going to give you 5 tips, that I'm guaranteeing will improve your tumble turns and will get you more competitive in the races you do. Okay, here's tip number 1. Drive into the wall at fast speeds and do not slow down. Now that might seem obvious, but a lot of people slow down, look up at the wall and then turn. Well, they've lost all their momentum. That really is silly. Number 2. With your last stroke, leave your arms behind you on the side of your body so that you turn into a streamline position. Number 3. Use your core to initiate the tumble and make that really fast. Don't use your arms to try and rotate or use your arms to flap about to try and get into that position. All that does is slow you down. Here's tip number 4. When you're in that streamline position, drive off about 2 body widths below the surface of the water in a straight line. Which leads us to our 5th tip, tip number 5. Drive to the surface at your fastest swimming speed, and that is going to differ for every single person. It's going to differ in the way you kick underwater, and it's going to differ in how long you stay underwater. For some people that might be 15 meters. For others it's only going to be about 3 kicks and you're at the surface. It's up to you. Find out for yourself which one is better for you and execute it to perfection. Let's go to the computer. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so I really want to take a look at a normal turn from a reasonably good swimmer. Let's just have a look at this as it goes through. And you can see initially there seems nothing particularly wrong with that turn. Even the push off the wall and the underwater work is pretty good. Okay, so now let's have a look at that in slow motion. We're just going to slow it down. And as she comes in, you can see she's using her arms to rotate her body, and that slows her down. So although she gets a good position on the wall and drives off well and has a really good underwater phase, the actual position on the wall is slowed down, and you can see effectively these hands rotating there to get into place. And that has slowed her down, and that slowdown makes her less like a bouncing ball and makes her force all the speed out of her legs off the wall. This really isn't uncommon with reasonably good swimmers. We can see here hands used to rotate, and here another swimmer using their arms to get into position as opposed to being naturally into that position. Another one. The arms slow down the swimmer in that rotation, and all of those had a similar problem. They were all slowing down as they used their arms to rotate. In this sequence we have one really good turn right at the beginning, and the remainder are really speculative. The one on the right is not that good, then bang, we have one really good streamlined turn. Let's go back and look at that. So if you look at this person here, if you look, their arms go back, they follow their body round into a streamlined position and instantly push off the wall in that streamlined position. And the speed they get off the wall is so much more than the other swimmers. Now let's just look at these 2 swimmers. If you look at the one on the left, that's the original swimmer. Notice he leaves his hands behind him, tucks his head, body comes over, and the arms are already in that position, that streamlined position, for him to push off. Look at the swimmer next to him. He's now got to raise his arms into the streamlined position before he pushes off the wall, whereas the swimmer farthest from us is in that streamlined position and effectively has gone. You can see there, they're already ahead of this swimmer, gaining meters, and that in a race is hugely important. There's another hugely important factor about leaving your arms behind you to follow into that streamlined position. And you can see when our swimmer is in the streamlined position, because they've left their arms in a position level with the surface of the water, that's exactly the direction that we're going to push off level with the surface of the water. And what we've got effectively here is a position approximately 2 body widths below the surface, and that is absolutely ideal. Anything else, and what you tend to find, is a curve to the surface one way or the other, and that has to be slower. So in this swimmer we are pushing off in exactly the direction we want. See that again, exactly the direction we want, because our arms are positioned in that direction immediately we've effected the tumble. After showing that clip to swimmers, we started trying to get them to get into that streamline position straight away, and we saw an instant improvement in their speed off the wall. You can see that's no delay. Once you're in the streamline position, bang, you come off that wall, and that's what you need to do. That's what you need your core for. Into that position, bang, off the wall. That's what we want to see. Let's analyse the turn in slow motion. So the swimmer's coming into the wall. You want to come in at reasonable speed. Notice the arms get left behind and the head then follows the arms round. The arms then just have to stay in position and move into the streamline, and then we can push off the wall in the streamline position, and that happens swiftly, not slowly. And here once again, this is after we've explained it, and we go into the streamline position and bang off the wall. Into the streamline position, bang off the wall. If you don't get into that streamline position, if you don't follow your arms through, you cause a delay in your turn, and that delay in your turn slows you down. Okay, there you have it. 5 tips to improve your tumble turns and get you better results in races. So number 1, approach the wall at speed, don't slow down. Number 2, on your last stroke, leave your arms behind you by your side so you can turn into the streamline position. Number 3, initiate the turn with your core, don't try and use your arms to actually rotate. Number 4, drive off the wall about 2 body widths below the surface in a streamline position. And number 5, drive to the surface at your fastest swimming speed. In other words, when you come to the surface, you're at your fastest swimming speed. You neither have to speed up and you don't slow yourself down. Okay, that is bound to improve your racing, whoever you are. Okay, that's it for this week. Hopefully that's helped you. See you soon.